Hello everybody and welcome back. Zeb here, back to more Lost Planet 3 gameplay. Now this may seem like I'm talking in real time, but matter of fact, I accidentally muted my mic, and it's retarded because the mute button's very easy to hit. And yeah man, in this part I was like, we're moving shows. We're gonna creep up. We're gonna creep, yeah, and then they all scatter, and I was like, what the hell? I'm a little upset because my commentary I felt was top notch this episode, and yeah. So now I'm gonna redub it over because I don't want to go through the whole episode without any commentary. Even though maybe some of you will be like, yes, he's not freaking talking in this one in the bottom corner. But this video also, you're gonna want to stay at the end of this one. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. If you're liking the Lost Planet series, it's gonna turn out pretty cool. So I've been drinking wine. It was like here when I started the video, when I finished it. I don't even know what I'm trying to do right there. That's just ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. But oh my god. Good thing I do commentary, because if it was just like straight gameplay, like I'd get so many comments like, what the fuck are you doing? Like half the time. I don't know. Yeah, and I was figuring out if I actually had to fast travel anywhere to get closer, but we're conducting research for Dr. Roland, of course, and we need drill to do that research. It's a very actiony episode. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And so we are heading over to Pickett's Foley to do some drilling, to do some research for Dr. Roland in this one. And God, I'm trying not to do any spoilers. And then, oh, also, if you've been listening this long, there's the next video after this one, 25, yeah, that's the first few minutes, like 5 minutes of it. There's no sound from me, but it's okay, because it's mostly
I'm getting pretty close to where the signal has settled down. You still reading me? Damn, I was afraid of that. Always a bitch getting any reception past Shack's Peak. I'll have to fill you in when I get back. Jim out.
And then I said something really stupid about her talking about waffles and how that nobody here on this planet probably even heard of waffles. All the people that work there and stuff, they're probably like, what? Waffles? Like, what the hell are those? So we're setting up our drill here. And I was excited to do this because I remember last time they just sent hordes of enemies at you, and I think this is really fun actually to play these. Also because I get unlimited ammo for my rocket launcher, basically. No, rocket launcher, my grenade launcher. So I'm like, hell yeah! Kind of grenade launcher it up, and I thought something big was gonna come out immediately because I'm like, dude, it's freaking like the whole shelf is breaking. I'm like, oh, it's breaking over here too. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get pumped. I'm gonna get pumped for something big, and I'm like, oh, well, this is depressing. And then I'm like, on that first shot, I was like, maybe that thing that tells me where it's gonna land is kind of useful. That didn't work either, but on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, if I have the extra money, maybe. At some point, like, see, it's just so much fun. Like, look at that. It's like Michael Bay is directing this, like you know, scene here, you know, nonsense things. But I was like, well, I was like, you know, assault rifle might be a little better choice for these guys. They only take 2 freaking shots to kill. Wow, did I not kill that guy? I thought. Man, spazzing out on this one. I was saying catchphrases like, fuck yeah, motherfucker! Not really. I don't even know why I said that. Maybe it's the wine. Almost done with it. We'll get some more. It's only 3 a.m. So, lighten some mofos up right there. Mofos. Good lord. God, I wish I am annoyed that... Luckily, this was not as super long. I think it runs around 17, 18 minutes for this video. Compared to some of mine that like I lose track of time and they're like a half an hour. Which I don't know what you guys enjoy more. They're around like in you know, 17, you know, around the 15, 20 minute, about 20-minute range, or more of the longer ones that are like 30 to 40 minutes. Because I mean, honestly, it doesn't bother me either way. I'd rather just have content like not have. Oh no! Oh yeah, that was a good shot, right? I felt proud of myself. I'm just blowing these things out of the sky with the grenade launcher. It felt good. I was like, line them up. Oh, yeah. Get some of this guy. There was one there. I led one real good. That one was pretty good. That was a good one. You gotta lead them. And maybe a little while to see him blow the hell out of these things. Let's see. You know, I think the thing that I died the most to in this game is the grenade launcher so far. I killed myself at least 3 times, I believe. Pretty sure. So, blew that guy out of the sky. What else we got going on here? That one I felt pretty good about too. Yeah, I felt good about that one. Maybe like I was like, man, I'm good. Okay, see, that was depressing right there. Actually, that one was horrible. I thought one was flying, and then see this crazy noises. I'm like, oh, here we go. Big Mother's gonna be coming in now. I'm like, what's this thing shaking for? All right, and we're all gonna figure out why this thing's shaking before the end of this video. We're gonna figure out what's like. You hear that screaming and stuff? Like, what is that? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Also, see, nothing was coming, and see again. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get something big's coming. It's just these little bastards again. I like to call them polyps because they remind me of Gears of War 3's little polyps, and I love those. But they're hatred. And then these bastards, and then like that. It's not working. The grenade launcher is definitely working better for the guys in the sky, but I stick with the assault rifle just because I'm realizing that there's not a crazy amount of damage being done to my rig, so I'm not really too worried about actually losing it. And honestly, this was just it. See, if I wasn't doing a playthrough of this, I'd probably play it on hard, but I feel like it's more enjoyable. It's like I don't mind dying a few times when I'm playing, but you know, I don't want to die 5 times in the same scene and then waste 40 minutes and then cut it. And I feel like it's more fun if you want to play through it. I mean, I have more than a fun enough time playing through here, especially my rig is 7% damage, and I'm not even doing that well, I don't think, killing these guys off. But and then oh yeah, that was smart. I shot that and then I thought about it for a second. I was like, wait a second, oh shoot, we gotta get out of here. It's a freaking grenade. Again, I'm sorry about the no live commentary. I'm not a voiceover person. It's like the second time I've done it. I just did it on the Pixelmon series as well, because when I voice over, I end up just talking a lot. I don't talk about what's going on in the game. So it's like, I'm sorry about that. And then, oh, we got these mother effers. But not too bad. They get, I think, one direct hit sometimes with the grenade launcher gets them, but grenade launcher takes them down. This grenade launcher is just ridiculously overpowered. I'm sorry. It is. Oh yeah. I was like, come on, come back, buddy. Come back, buddy. And then this guy came out of nowhere. I was like, Father, Jesus. And this guy's hit me in the back, and I'm like, really, bro? And I think I tried to shoot him really close right there. And I'm like, well, that was stupid. But it hit him. I don't know what. And then he exploded. His face popped. Oh. And then that, I was like, what the hell, man? 4 shots on that guy. I think it was different, like an albino one or something. Oh, that one I felt good about because I held it and then he ran over it like an idiot. Idiot. You know, before I started playing for tonight, I was watching street fighting videos, and it's just, I don't know why, you just like, you feel good when someone just lands one, just right there. They just crack them. Just like, even though you're another person doing it, it just feels good. You're like, oh, that's nice. That guy did not walk into it. He's an asshole. Kind of walked in that. Oh. Seriously? I didn't even know he said that. Oh, yeah, these big guys. Yeah, that's right. I was like, oh, these guys. Like, alright, just one of them. I think there's like 3 or 4. I think it's just 3. 3 big guys. But it's okay. We got the Granada launcher. So I'm not too worried about anything. And this is fun. This is a long fight battle of all these different creatures and everything, which is very, very fun and interesting. Grenade! And then I realized how insignificant that was because I have a grenade launcher. Got him. I was gonna say one thing that I want to look forward to in the future. Oh, see, I'm like, here we go. Big Mama's coming. And now they're also gonna be one of the big flying things. These guys came out. Got the Big Mama coming. I'm like, I'm like, wait a sec. Even Jim's like, whoa, what's going on? I'm like, what's going on? Investigate the cave. I'm like, oh, what? Like, we're done? Like, I don't. Like, really? That was weird.
Off to the next.
God. I got many wine left for the next video. Unfortunate. And we just packed up in a rig, and now we're gonna go explore this cave that opened up, right? Here's where it gets good.
Let's see what we got here.
And just
Where does this go?
Just for the record, in the video, which now is just insignificant because I've already seen what happens, but I totally guessed what was gonna happen. I guessed it during this video. I was like, you know what would be cool, guys, if blah 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 was blah blah blah, and you'll see. I don't want to spoil it, you know, a minute in advance before we figure it out. Right here, but you see all that. Did I just hit the freaking mute button again? Be so pissed. Okay, we're good. I don't know why I love shooting that thing, but okay, like, well, we got a couple of these little guys. They just kind of kill them. They weren't even attacking me though, so I kind of feel like an asshole now. But like, you see, like, there's like things, and I'm like, wait a second. What does this look like to you? What does all this look like to you? Right? I don't know if anybody even probably watched it other than my channel, but what does all this look like? You can hear it. I'm like, wait a second. What? Like, this looks like all moving parts and everything, and huh? You can see where I'm going with this, right? Which I called this in the beginning of the video, and I was sitting there, this part came up, and I'm like, who would have thought this episode we would have figured out that NUSHI here, NUSHI. This is NUSHI.
Look, I'm sorry I drilled outside the lines or whatever. But how can I help if you won't explain it to me? What is this place?
Not a place. NUSHI.
NUSHI?
It's a name Saichi gave her. It means godlike Leviathan.
Source of pure T energy.
No. The whole planet is the source. She purifies and provides to those who accept without taking. She is the engine, the organ by which all things of our world are brought into harmony.
Wait, so she's a harmonizer? Some giant organic harmonizer?
The technology NUSHI inspired has long outlived those who ever knew her secret. But you're skipping ahead.
Go back a second. When I drilled, the Acrid attacked. Like antibodies defending a host. Which you knew. You'd seen that before. The frenzy that overran the first colony.
I was a scientist for Nevik. It was I who led Nevik's drills to her flesh. I knew she was alive. Yet in my ambition and arrogance, I let them drill regardless.
Alive?
Like any living thing. She fears. She angers, she hurts. Pierce her hide, will she not bleed? Stab her heart, will she not die? She deserved to be protected. And I failed her.
There are those who believe that pure T energy could be the discovery that saves mankind. If we can find a way, as you did, to harvest it respectfully. What if NUSHI could sustain the Earth? Look at the lives we could save.
You are young, Jim. You have the dreams of a soul, untouched by malice. But respectfully is not Nevik's way. They would come to her with drills, and she would defend herself. And if she did not destroy them, they would surely destroy her. They would bleed this planet dry, and leave no trace of life. Jim, above all else. Nevik must never know about Nushi.
Yeah. It's a living planet. That's what I guessed. I was like, the whole thing's gonna be a living thing. And then other things, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of cool. But I guess, but it's very cool. Yeah. And just saying, game's getting real intense up to this. So now we're simply going back. I was just an asshole also. It's like, oh, don't hurt her. Should have shot a grenade into like one of her ventricles, whatever that was. But we're going back to Dr. Rowland now to blow her mind, is what the quest actually says. I do remember correctly. And I looked at that and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. It's like, I wanted to take in the sights a little bit. You know, look at it. Probably not going to see it again. I don't know what I was doing there, but probably talking about something. But we'll never. Oh, I'll know. I have the file, but I'm gonna delete it, so we'll never know. And then yeah, as I go back, I'm like, return to Roman, and then I went down. I was like, what's that guy? I don't know if I did that here. I was trying to remember the old man's name, and I couldn't remember it. So Nushi is the name of basically the planet, the creature, the giant Leviathan creature. And I wrote it down on this piece of paper because that way I couldn't remember to name this episode Nushi. But that's that. And I was like, let's look at the flow. It's like pretty color. And then I don't know. I mean, I'm just an asshole. So I did that. And yeah, that's basically that. God, I'm hungry. Oh, I wish I had ramen noodles.